This week on Dateline Schools, we're talking about a topic that's not really talked about a lot and is kind of difficult at times to talk about, and that's the mental health of our students, especially as this pandemic continues to drag on. And to give us some advice and some tips on how to recognize some of the needs that our kids are having, my guest all this week is St. Clair County RESA's 31N school-based mental health provider, Maura McCartan. And Maura, yesterday you gave us some signs that parents need to be watching for. And then you said parents should reach out if they're seeing that. Yeah. Who do they reach out to? Who do they call?
You know, that there's lots of resources in the community. And I think it's important that parents know that, number one, that they're not alone. There's lots of parents that are going through similar struggles and lots of students that are going through similar struggles at that time. So I feel like having that awareness about mental health and normalizing it is really important. A lot of times what parents can do first is to reach out to their child's pediatrician and just have that conversation with the pediatrician and say, hey, here's what I'm seeing. Here's some concerns that I'm having. You know, what are your thoughts on this? If you feel maybe that there's more of an issue than your traditional pediatrician can address, I recommend contacting the local mental health access line. That's a phone number that you can call, and it's 1-888-225-4447. And that is a countywide access line that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where you can be linked with resources in the community that would meet your child's needs. And I think that that's a really good place to start because they're a great resource of information.
Now, what about the teachers too that we have in the classroom? Yeah. If the kids are having these kind of issues, I can't imagine the teachers not having them too.
You know, teachers have been absolute heroes throughout this process. I can't underscore enough how impressed I have been with their ability to adapt and change in this really challenging environment. I mean, they've had to reinvent the wheel completely out of the blue. You know what I mean? It's not like we were prepared for this. You can't prepare for something like this. So yeah, I think that teachers have just have been through a lot. And I will say this, that mental health access line that I provided information for, that's not just for children. Adults can utilize that resource as well. And I certainly encourage anyone, whether it be a parent, teacher, school staff. I mean, we've had a heck of a year. And there is absolutely, to me, sometimes people think that reaching out for help is a sign of weakness. I think the opposite. I think it's a sign of strength. And so I encourage anyone who has concerns or worries or just questions to reach out for help and to call that access line.
Back with more tomorrow for Dateline Schools. I'm Terry Herring.